In this video, we're going to be talking about how to use grants to buy real estate. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know how to use grants to be able to buy real estate, residential, commercial real estate, make sure you watch the video to the end and leave a comment below if you need help with anything. As a real estate entrepreneur for 20 years, I've used grants and I've helped my clients buy real estate using grants around the country. So there are different grants that you can use to buy real estate. There are grants that you can use to buy personal real estate. There are grants that you can use to buy development real estate, such as mixed-use projects, large development complexes, communities, tiny home communities, and build-outs. So as I work with our clients in real estate, whether purchasing a home, doing rent-to-own, or doing development projects, we make it a point to be able to find grants to be able to match the circumstance. Whenever you start the process of going for a property and sourcing property without first matchmaking it with a grant, there's always grants available for real estate, and it can be strategic and helpful whether you're a single mom of one starting to be able to buy your starter home, or you're a developer like some of our development clients and our investor clients, which are actually building out large communities and multi-unit complexes. So an example of a grant that you can actually use to buy personal real estate will be the NJHMFA grant, which is a $10,000 grant that you can actually use towards your purchase. Now there are stipulations that go along with this grant, and we're using grants like these with many of our clients to be able to make the home more affordable. So the criteria that goes along with this grant is that you must use the home as a primary residence, and you must stay in the property for 5 years. Now this actually goes on the loan as an additional loan or a secondary loan in the secondary position, but it actually is a forgivable loan provided that you actually meet the criteria, which is staying in the property for 5 years. After the 5 years, the loan is then forgivable and it can be dropped off. So it's a grant that's given to you, and this money actually can be used towards closing costs. It can actually be used towards your down payment, and even if the seller is giving you a concession or giving you money towards the down payment or conceding to be able to help you with your closing costs, the grant still stands. You can actually use this money and these funds for what you need for the home purchase. Now it can make a big difference because when you're going for a property, as you know, there's a lot of money that will need to be involved in purchasing the property, for down payment, for money from home inspection, for appraisal, and in some cases they actually want you to have a certain number of months of reserves for insurance and other things that need to be covered depending on your lender. Another grant to buy personal real estate will be a grant from UBank, which is the Welcome Home Grant Program. Now this is a $5,000 to $7,500 grant that you can actually use towards your purchase. And it has similar criteria in a grant form where it helps you to be able to obtain and acquire the property with a less expensive option to you. So for the $5,000 grant, that money can actually be used towards prepaid costs, down payment, closing costs, and other fees that are associated with the closing on the property. For the $7,500 grant, that's primarily used for honorably discharged veterans and also surviving spouses of those who've actually perished at war. And the Welcome Home grants can be used with different mortgage types, from FHA to VA to USDA rural grants, and also home ready mortgage grants. So these are just two examples of grants that you can use when you're buying personal real estate. And there are also grants for development real estate. And these can be a combination of relationship grants and also partnership grants. Now I actually shared 3 examples of real estate grants in our grants masterclass in the real estate section. And these grants can be used for development projects, whether you're doing a rent-to-own community like we're involved in, or a mixed-use co-living space like is popular now. Many people are actually moving towards co-living spaces because, as I've shared many times, most people are moving towards consolidation. They're trying to actually have their real estate and their property and their living expenses be more affordable. So you're seeing more people consolidate, buying single-family homes that they actually are sharing, co-sharing spaces, actually moving into co-living spaces, and there are grants available for these type of development. And a great example of a development grant will be the Valor Acres grant in Cleveland, which is an annual grant given by the city, provided that the developer actually meets certain payroll goals on an annual basis. So there's many grants available for developments all around the country. Developers are actually used to grants and ask for grants along with tax credits. But if you're looking to start in real estate and you're small in real estate and you're looking to see how you can actually acquire more property, how you can expand, one of the best ways to be able to build and acquire real estate and to expand your portfolio is rent to own. So as you know, I'm a creative real estate entrepreneur, and I've actually specialized in creative real estate over 20 years. And I've actually used and leveraged this to be able to control millions of dollars in real estate around the country. And I teach my students exactly how to do this. And we show you the best way to be able to buy and acquire real estate, including rent to own, while taking advantage of every grant that's available in that location to be able to use to your advantage. So we've created a list of grants for real estate in all 50 states. And these are grants that you can actually use for personal real estate, as well as grants that you can actually use for development real estate, depending on your location. So if you'd like to get our list of grants for real estate in all 50 states, make sure you go to my website at AskRinde.com, click on services, and get started today. We're actually going to be including our list of grants for real estate and make it available for you to be able to get at my website at AskRinde.com. You can get started on a journey of buying and acquiring property using grants. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.